Alright, welcome back to Living 4x4. I'm pumped. Right now, it is Friday afternoon. I'm finishing work at this very second, which is fantastic. About to head down the Treadworks. Got a full Fulcrum kit to put in the 80 series. We're talking like Super Pro arms, radius arms, snazzy Formula 4x4 shocks, remote res, all the good stuff. I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's just gonna completely change how this car drives. And now that I'm gonna go down there and do it with Nathan, replacing literally basically every single suspension component. That also means I'm gonna learn a lot too, because Nathan knows a heap of stuff. I just know that it's good, but he can tell me why it's good. But we've got a very big night, so I think we're gonna try and just smash it all out tonight and see how we go. Because the four-wheel drive show, I would assume this would come out after the four-wheel drive show, but we've got, the car's gonna be there on Thursday, so we don't have a heap of time to get it ready, but we should be fine. But yeah, let's go down the Treadworks. Let's go see the man, and let's go see all the stuff that we're going to put in, because it's going to be snazzy looking, at least for the first probably week or 2 weeks until we take this car out in the mud, and then it doesn't look shiny anymore. But it's going to look shiny in this video, so that's good. So let's get to it.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck.
Got all the cars getting ready for the show today. This is actually Razzler's new 80 series. Coming for a wheel alignment. Looking very fresh. Very convenient that Razzler's right across the road, but not about that car. It's about this one. So let's get stuck in. Alright, so I've taken all the wheels off because Nathan was too lazy.
Better do something.
Yeah, and now he's just going, what have I gotten myself into on a Friday afternoon?
Yeah.
I reckon this is how you'd want to spend your Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Doing some after hours work. And he's also just looking at how average everything is.
Everything is
like
bent or bent.
Yeah.
So
that's not normal.
Yeah, no.
That's a Sam Reed special spacer.
Yeah.
To bolt that back together.
So the only thing that's probably not shagged is the big bore shocks that we put on. It's got to be a couple of years ago now.
Yeah, it's probably like 5 years ago.
Because I remember the shocks that we pulled out of there was 0 bushes left, so they were sort of like Bluetoothed in there a bit.
Yeah, they weren't doing really anything.
They weren't doing a lot.
Yeah.
That's right. And the offset, what were they? Bloody, I can't remember what the shocks were. They were offset in the back because they're so thick.
Yeah.
They were around the wrong way, so they've been rubbing on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a lot of bent things. Like the sway bar is not too happy in the back and the front, because that mount's broken. I think we've actually got to do some welding up there, which Nathan's excited about.
Yeah, I just love welding.
Yeah.
That's pretty bent.
That's very bent. Actually, I'll come around here because you can see it better. Yeah. But yeah, that's actually that's a heavy duty one too.
That's a heavy duty. I was going to say that's not the LV one.
Yeah.
That's pretty bent.
I also managed to bottom out the upper arms as well on a rock, so I don't know if you can see, but that one is bent. And that one is cracked as well, but me and Brad re-welded that in the car, so it's done well to get us this far.
Like that sway bar link.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, just everything is bent and stuff. Like realistically, the radius arms are probably pretty good, but we're going to upgrade them as well. Oh, we don't have any adjustabilities.
We haven't bent the panards, but we've got adjustable ones of those going in it.
Yeah, because that's
long overdue.
Yeah, that's not even an adjustable one, so...
Yeah, an adjustable upper trailing arms.
Yeah.
Just help correct pinion angles and things like that, so...
Because yeah, when
not that bad, but
yeah, when you lift the car with coils in the back, you need to have the adjustable panard in the back, because I don't, which means my whole diff is actually slightly offset to the whole car. So the wheels sit further out on one side than they do on the other. But because we're going to put big, snazzy, adjustable arms in everywhere, we're going to be able to fix that problem quite easily, which should be good.
My mum called. She wants her word back. That's an old mum word, snazzy.
Snazzy. Snazzy's a great word. Well, if this was you, which it is actually, so how would you start?
Debating whether or not I start with the front or the back, but yeah. Probably just start, getting like the sway bar. All the sway bars are being replaced with heavy duty roll controls, Super Pro ones anyway. So sway bars out and start backing stuff off so that we can pop the springs out and go from there. So
sounds good.
Actually, we've probably got to get it down and disconnect your battery if we're going to be welding.
Yeah.
So don't blow up batteries and things.
Yeah, because the
what is it that you've broken?
This part. Where that connects onto the diff is
snapping.
Yes. It's still hanging on there. It's like the whole car, like it's just hanging on.
Just hanging on.
The first new bit.
So there's probably more than one way to skin a cat when it comes to an adjustable panhard. But the long and short of it is, I didn't even mean that.
You're useless.
Is that as you increase the lift, the purpose of these, as you increase the lift, the angle increases.
Yeah.
So point A to point B, the bigger the angle, the more it closes in. So as you lift it, and it goes like that, it starts pushing the diff off in that direction. So typically just to rough it in, sort of compare it to the factory one and just make it 15, 20 mil longer.
Yeah.
So you sort of, it's, because of the angle, it's not a 1-to-1 in the sense that, for 50 mil a lift, you make it 50 mil wider. It doesn't sort of work like that. So typically we'll just sort of, get it so it's a little bit longer. And then someone will call me and say, can I fit 33s on a Hilux?
And the answer is yes.
Yes. As long as you have a recip saw and an angle grinder, you're in.
Or really good suspension and a good tyre guy.
Yeah. So that, it doesn't have to be over. Yeah. So essentially what I'll end up doing is once we've lifted it and got the correct height and everything, I'll measure using just a straight edge across the back and the front end to the chassis either side and calculating where the diff's setting. Normally within 5 mil of bang on is pretty good. So and then we just sort of go from there. We do get a lot of people that come in and go, I've just chucked these in, can you give it an alignment? We can do this and we can adjust it for people.
Yeah.
But it's not something that the alignment machine knows really what's going on.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It has a reference to the wheels, but it can't reference the diff center to the rest of the cab. So alignment is typically, most of the time when we install these, we set them up.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing it when you get an alignment. So,
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So I suppose talking about heights and stuff like that, we're not actually lifting the car any higher than what it already is. So we're just putting in a 2-inch lift again, but we've got their 3 to 4 inch shocks. So the idea with that is that'll give you more down travel and stuff like that, which means more flex. Because right now, the shocks that are in it, that's what's limiting the diff from dropping down even further.
Did you say limmy?
I said limiting.
Limmy, bro.
Yeah. So, most people, they just get the 3 to 4 inch springs with the 3 to 4 inch shocks, but we're putting the 2-inch springs in. And I'm going to keep my airbags in the back, but we are going a much lighter coil in the back this time. I think they're a 150 spring in the back, which at the moment I think I've got constant 500s in there with airbags. So still leaving the airbags in there just for putting the canopy and stuff on. We can still pump them up, but most of the driving this car does these days is just the empty tray, and it's way too rough with those heavy duty springs in the back. So lighten up the rear springs, and then it should be a much smoother ride. But I'm so excited to get these shocks in and flex it all up and see what it looks like, because it should make a huge difference having the longer shocks. So, but the reason for not going so high compared to a lot of people is I actually really prefer the 2-inch lift. One, because it's still legal. and 2, it actually keeps you a lot more stable on off-camber sort of situations and stuff. So if you look at all the comp trucks racing in the winch scene and stuff, they're all running like stock height or 2-inch, or some cars, they even lower them somehow. So I don't even know how that works, but the idea, especially around Victorian tracks, is you go as big a tyres as you can fit on the car without lifting it too high. So that's why we're keeping it at a 2-inch lift.
At this point, I probably have the best access to bend that sway bar bracket and give it a weld while the rest of it's out of the way, I reckon.
Yeah, that's not a standard thing to do with your suspension kits.
No.
That's living specialty. So we got a fair bit of stuff. This isn't even all of it because I've already started putting stuff in. But check out them radius arms. They are sexy as. And then yeah, the big 3 to 4 inch adjustable shocks. So they got a 3-way adjustment in them, which should be awesome. So these shocks, very similar to what's in the Hilux. Well, they're the same thing, but for a different car. So we got the high speed and low speed compression, and you've also got your rebound as well that you can all adjust and change up. So having the adjustability in your shocks, honestly, it makes a crazy huge difference. I've played around with it in the Hilux for a while and got it completely dialed to how I like it. But the difference between all the different engagements and stuff like that is absolutely insane. Especially when you start playing with the rebound, I found makes a huge difference. Yeah, like I've run all their stuff for ages. I just saw we pulled the big bore shocks out of the 80 series. They changed how it drove, just the standard, more basic ones. So put the Hilux through heaps of punishment and nothing's gone wrong. So if it's good enough for all that, I think this in the 80 series should last a super long time, which should be awesome. So this whole kit was supplied by Fulcrum. The only thing that they didn't have at the moment was the lower control arms. So I just had to duck down the Roadrunner off-road and grab them. That's just such a cool shop, by the way, if you haven't been in there. If you want anything comp truck spec related, go in there, because they've got like high mounts and heaps of crazy stuff. So yeah, got some upgraded lower control arms from them. But yeah, the whole kit and caboodle, all from the Fulcrum thing. You can click and collect all of it and get it fitted right here at Treadworks, or wherever you want to get it fitted, or fit it yourself. It's not really that hard, but having a hoist and a beautiful man that knows how to do stuff, it makes it a lot easier. All right, so at the moment we just got the coils and the shocks out of the car. It's pretty easy to get to this point. So all you got to do is pull the sway bar off, because that's limiting your down travel as well. Pull that off. If you just unbolt the top of the shock through the engine bay, it all just drops down, because that's the other thing that's restricting all your down travel is the shock. Once that's down, your coils are literally just sitting there. They're not actually attached. It's just the compression of the car on top of them holds them in. So you just pick them up, pull them out, take the bolt off the bottom of the shock, and you're done. So it's quite simple to get to this stage, and it should be pretty easy to put them back in as well. This is why coil cars are very easy to work on. And while we got it all apart, everyone that asks how do you fit 37s on a 2-inch lift, we got this little thing me and Brad made. So they're actually 10mm spacers, and we've stacked actually 5 of them together. So we've got a 50mm spacer in the bump stop to bring the bump stops down. Now that'll limit how far the tyre can travel up. So that's how we manage to fit big wheels on a not very tall lift, is by extending the front bump stops. I haven't done anything in the back because the tray's got huge guards and stuff and not really a drama. But in the front, that's all we've done, and we've just sort of taken a hammer to that sort of area, and that's about it. But I have got plans to, maybe if I'm not scared, I want to pull the spacers out and then take the flare off and maybe cut all behind the flare and try and do it properly to a point, so that way it's got full up travel. Because right now, the way it'll sit with those bump stop spacers, it'll only have 50mm of up travel sort of thing, which I know doesn't sound like much, but it seems to work completely fine. So it's been working fine for a couple of years, so it's not too big of a drama, but more travel is definitely more better.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, Break you in, then break you out. In the end, we gon' make a child. Then we gon' hit the show. Part 2, we don't need no pause. Get with Misty, we gon' get tipsy. Don't need a power shot.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real.
Unboxing.
Thanks, Fulcrum.
You love cardboard boxes.
Oh, it's
Hey,
the
they-
foam.
They got to come in something.
So much foam.
Yeah, but they got to protect. Look at that.
Oh, man, look at that.
Oh,
It is
yes.
all the remote res things.
That is gorgeous. That looks like some long travel shockage.
Yes, indeedly do.
That's impressive.
This sound like Argentina. Had to fist my demeanor. No, they don't want me breathing. Still I rip like guns. Got on 3 Jesus pieces, looking like Jay-Z and Yeezy.
Whoops.
Was that the
They were
bushes?
flogged. Yeah. Meow.
Oh wow. Yeah, so that's not good, hey.
No.
No. So that's supposed to be inside there and not fall out.
Yeah.
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 Got it.
Yeah. So.
It just fell. So this is going to drive heaps better then.
Well, you'd imagine so.
Yeah.
So the purpose of these Super Pro ones being ridiculously heavy is deflection. So there's deflection is any time that you get movement in a piece of suspension where whatever your movement is in the steering doesn't directly translate to the wheel. So these stop any of that.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that, yeah, if you can bend one,
Yeah.
you've got bigger problems. Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally like twice the weight
Yeah.
of the stock ones, hey.
So, but yeah, no. So they're a big upgrade. Plus, normally when you get radius arm bushes flogged out, whether it be the chassis end or the diff end, you tend to get like, if you ever at like low speed and you brake suddenly or something, you get that sort of rock back.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
sort of the diff. Obviously, is the brakes are attached to the diff, so that's the diff and the body moving back and forth on each other type thing. So that's
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you should absolutely notice a bit of a
Big difference.
bit of a difference. Yeah. So
Sounds good. Well, I'm
sounds good.
keen to see them in there because they're one sexy chunk of metal. Man, look at that. That is cool.
It's yeah.
Big chunk of metal.
That is yeah.
Yeah. Being heavy makes it awesome to put in though.
Yeah. My favourite bit.
But because they're heavy, it means you should only put them in once rather than having to replace bent ones.
Arms in. Keep in mind whenever you put any arms in, whether you do them up while the car's up or whether they're done on the ground, depends on the particulars of the bush. In this instance, because this end does all the pivoting under flex, this has like a Super Pro bush where the crush tube actually spins freely in it, in the guts of the bush. So that can be done up, which we've done now. At this end, they're a capsulated bush. So in other words, the rubber is molded to the crush tube and then also the outer casing that presses in there. So we wait till the car's on the ground at ride height before we do it up. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing arms.
Yeah, that would be something I would definitely get wrong.
Yeah, because what can happen is when you've got an arm at full extension with say like a capsulated bush and you do it up, when you put it on the ground and it recovers to the ride height that it should be, the bush is already massively twisted and under strain.
Yeah, okay.
So the long and short of it is you'll flog that bush out really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So do that.
Do that.
Steering dampener things.
Steering dampener things.
So what do these actually do? Like, is it just for when you hit rocks and stuff, it doesn't feel as violent, or does it actually
Yeah.
center it again when you're driving, or?
No, look, unless you get a return to center, like these have the same amount of pressure inside and outside. So yeah, it's just to dampen like big shocks to the steering. just basically just a horizontal shock absorber.
Yeah, right.
I actually had a customer who broke his wrist. He belted a stump.
Yeah, right.
Flicked everything so quick that it snapped the steering wheel out of his hand.
Wow.
At least that's what he said.
Yeah.
Could have broken it otherwise. But
He didn't have a steering down
no. Some of the early dual cabs with like the steering boxes could probably do it with once you put a bigger tyre on and you got the extra leverage. They can definitely do with a dampener, but it's not. Probably one of the better out of the old dual cabs is like your LN, was that 167?
Yeah.
So the torsion bar over the top, so they've got full cast camber adjustment and lower arms like most modern ones, but they've also got a dampener. So yeah, but not all do, and that's the wrong size. The other thing we get a bit of is people just chucking them on. This is obviously a shield to protect the shaft from any nicks and whatnot that would rip the seal out and obviously stuff it.
Yeah.
We see a few that have been put in upside down, so keep in mind you're putting the shroud with the opening on this end of the high side, because otherwise we get some that are around the other way, and when you go through a bog hole, all the dirt and shit and water will flow into it and it'll stay there.
Yeah, right.
These ones are clever enough to have holes put in them.
Ah.
So depending which way they go, they'll still drain. They can still collect dirt and shit, but they'll still drain water, where a lot of them, not necessarily.
Yeah.
So then, you're just filling it up with water and then potentially stuffing the seal and the shaft. So
Sounds good. I think our Uber Eats is here.
Ooh.
With the blinkies.
Chicken!
Yes! That's going to be good.
Special delivery.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I was thinking about before,
Stuck in
too?
it. What?
I can get Samantha to transfer you on the living account, because this is a business expense now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because it's in a video. Look, it's in a video. That's for work.
Sponsor us, please.
Yeah, there goes about 2 weeks worth of profits.
Oh hell yeah.
So there's the old front sway bar, and then there's the new one. I don't think on the camera it shows how much bigger that actually is, but that new one is like almost double the size and double the weight. That's weak as piss. So I think that's going to make it handle better around corners, isn't it? Having a thicker one, like just stiffen up the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel it. It's like a car.
It's stiff.
It's thick. Girthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see how your flex off-road is affected. But
Yeah.
you're certainly going to go around corners without swaying.
Yeah, that'll be good.
You may never move again, to be honest. It's that thick, but
Yeah, because even like without the canopy on, it's still the body roll is a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this should be very good. And Brad's just finished work and then come back to work.
Can't help myself.
Yeah, he got excited. He saw shiny things on Snapchat and now he's here.
I just like fixing shit, you know?
Yeah, so he's mounting up the reservoirs and stuff. And happy days. And I am holding a camera.
Well,
doing
there's a
nothing.
question for the internet. Is a reservoir a reservoir?
Whatever.
Reservoir sounds very fancy.
Yeah, I stuffed that up. So we've got the old bent one, because everything was bent, and then we've got the new fully stick adjustable ones. So that will help us with, because we've lifted the car, now we can get the diff in the right position and everything, whether beforehand we couldn't do that. So that's basically it, isn't it? Just to get your sort of tail shaft angle correct.
Yeah, it'll help with pinion angle. So typically as you've lifted it, it's sort of, the control arm drags the diff forward. So we've got the slightly longer ones in the bottom half of it. And then obviously we've got to adjust these to sort of match. Otherwise, when we lengthen the bottom one, it will actually twist the diff down and increase the pinion angle, and then you can end up with driveline vibration and premature sort of uni wear and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, sort of avoid that. So
Yeah.
we're making these, I'm just going to start them off as being even and a little bit longer than the factory ones. and then we'll put them in and we'll sort of dial them in on the fly once it's on the ground and we know the right height.
Yeah, sounds good. And they're going to be heaps stronger because apparently I can bottom these out on rocks, which I didn't know I could
I don't
do.
even know how you would
I did.
do that.
Look at
That
that.
is like...
Got the mark on it there from the rock. I bottomed out the upper control arms.
Bottomed out the upper control arm.
That was actually the trip Sam drove my car full driving for the first time, so she probably did it.
Blame the missus.
Women.
Solid strategy.
Yeah, so that's all mounted up, and the stickers are put on. That one's straight. I don't know about the other one, but you get the gist.
That wasn't me. The other side wasn't me.
No.
Well, no, this wasn't me either.
Yeah.
Sam put the stickers on.
I'm the sticker guy.
Yeah, you're the sticker dude.
So out with the old and in with the new. Yeah, adjustable upper arms, they're all going in, getting them bolted in nice and snug. That'll give us all our adjustment that we need. And then we're just pulling out the old panhard here, and Nathan's just gonna adjust it. Same, similar to the front, exactly the same sort of thing. And yeah, we'll get that in the car as well.
Oh, Jesus.
That's out now.
That's out.
There is potential for a lot of flex in the back of this thing.
Jesus Christ, is there ever?
That went a long way. That went way further. So you saw how that just dropped down when Nathan just took the shock off. That's sort of how much travel the shorter shocks are limiting. So that's the whole idea about putting the longer shocks in, is so we get a bit more flex out of it, which will be cool. It probably won't be that much because there's no sway bar and the shocks will still limit it a little bit, but yeah, that's why we're going the longer shocks. So the only drama is because I've got airbags, we've got to wrestle these things out of here, and they're nice and old and stiff, so that's going to be fun. So we'll take the airbags out, put them in the new ones, and then yeah, happy days. So we'll get stuck into that. But all the rear arms are in, and yeah, the front's pretty much done. Brad's just putting this sway bar together, and yeah, it's all happening. Once we've got our springs sitting in place, Nathan's just going to chuck the F4Rs in and bolt them up. Alright, so we've got the right hand side is in, the left hand is still the old side. As you can see, the angle of the diff, that's how much extra flex we've got, which doesn't look like a crazy amount, but if you had the wheels on, I reckon it would make a big difference. But we are definitely going to have to do some coil retaining on the back, because if Nathan, could you please demonstrate what we're talking about?
That's known in the business as a sandstorm.
Yeah, so obviously that's because we got the 2-inch springs with the 4-inch shocks in there, which honestly I had a pretty good understanding that this was probably going to happen. So what we're going to have to do, not now, but what I'm going to have to do later, because it's got airbags in the back, I'm just going to have to make my own because we can't pop the airbags with coil retainers which you can buy. So basically we need to attach the coils to the diff, and then when it goes max flex, the coil will drop out of the top of the chassis, but then when it goes back up, it'll go back into the same spot. So it's going to make some clunking noises, but that just means you're flexing hard. But yeah, I mean, if your coils are falling out, that means you've got good flex. So that's one good thing. All right, so just getting the rear sway bar sorted. The old link is, she's very twisted, but that's you, and that's the guy she told you not to worry about. Heaps stronger, heaps longer, so that's going to be great. So extending the links in the sway bar will just help the car flex more, which will be good. Because sway bars don't make you flex at all. They are the opposite. So, but you extend them, and hopefully that'll help a little bit. All right, so we are in. So steering dampener, new springs, remote res shocks all mounted up. Sway bar is in, Super Pro arms, and then all the backs in as well. So all the new arms, got the remote res all mounted up. It's actually a pretty tidy little mount, this one. So nice and tucked away, because obviously this is for if it's a wagon, because yeah, mine's a ute, it's a bit different, but if you did have a wagon, that's a very good spot to put them, rather than having them tucked up underneath the chassis in weird spots. I got the new sway bars in, the adjustable panhard and everything. This sway bar is that chunky too. I'm not even going to call it a sway bar. I'm going to call it a diff slider. It's that beefy, so that's going to be good. I shouldn't be able to bend that one. And yeah, the airbags are all in. We just got to pump them up a little bit so they don't get squashed by the springs. And then wheels on, put it on the ground, and then we can tighten up everything that we need to and get everything aligned and chuck it on the wheel alignment machine and see how we go. Oh, the man does it all. He's even sweeping.
Where are you, Mitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch.
Where's Mitch? Slacking. Went home on time on a Friday. That is just ridiculous. It's definitely got more flex to it. There's definitely a lot more droop going on.
So what, they're shot to suit a 4-inch lift, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like it.
I like it
With
too.
the 2-inch.
Yeah.
Oh.
2-inch springs. That's actually got heaps. Like now that it's...
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a lot.
No.
What? What?
Like just think when oh my god, just thought I'd check it.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely got to sort out the rear springs because they're dropping out because she's flexing that hard. That's heaps though at the front. That's like below the sills almost at the back. Nah. Look how far it goes down. Yeah. That's sick. Oh yeah. That has a heap of travel in it. Like heaps. Like looking back here now. Wonder where I was standing. Maybe about there.
Can you go up again, mate?
Jesus! It's like, is it even connected to the car when you're going up?
What about the back?
The back's got heaps. The front's got a ridiculous amount.
Well, I'm pretty sure the fronts you can almost pop out.
Yeah, the fronts will need some sort of retainer as well.
That's perfect.
That is awesome. Oh, everyone has outdone themselves. That is fantastic. Just adjusting the upper trailing arm, but according to Nathan, this is where you want your pinion angle if you're doing it at home.
Oh,
So
thereabouts. Yeah.
thereabouts. Yeah, so not dead straight, but with weight on it, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
About.
Sort of. Probably go a little bit more if you wanted to.
I suppose when you boot it and it torques up, it'd end up being dead straight anyway, wouldn't it?
I'm no diff expert, but I was actually told by a couple of diff guys that to do with the phase of the front and rear unis and whatnot, that having it perfectly straight was not a good idea. It had to have a little bit of a kink in it.
Yeah.
So whether that's true or not, but that's what I'm told.
Man,
But,
I've never seen a straight one, so.
No. Normally, like if we put some of the bigger leaf springs in Hiluxes and things, and especially Rangers and that, you get driveline vibration and stuff, and you can see straight away like the diff's just really
No good.
pointing down, and it's putting a lot, and you get like a bit of a wobble off a hard takeoff. You just get this little shudder as you sort of take off. So yeah, realistically, as long as it looks reasonably straight and you're not getting any wobble or driveline vibration, you're pretty safe.
Alright, so Nathan's just run around and double checked like how far the tyres are off the chassis off each side. So he's just setting all the panhard rods and stuff up. How far was your guess out, you reckon?
The front's good.
Front's good.
It's only a few mil out with the front, because you gotta allow for the potential of toe in and toe out. So measure the front face and the back face, add it together, divide it by 2, and go from there. So, and then look, you're sort of running a flat face across the face of the tyre too. So you try and there are some discrepancies. So a few mils.
Yeah.
When you get in it and it sinks on one side, it can affect it a couple of mil. So it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
This side's probably on the most the most I like to do it, so it's about 10 mil out.
Yep.
So I'll just give it a couple of turns and that'll normally sort it out.
Sounds good. It's already looking heaps better though compared to the standard one. Like, no one else will notice, but I always notice driving it, and the left tyre always used to sit so much further in than the right hand side, but now she's sitting where it should. So what, your screen's saying she's good?
Oh yeah, it's all pretty good, except for, like I said, the total toe's not too bad. But yeah, because the ride height's probably slightly changed. And obviously we put the panhard in, adjustable one, to correct it. Then it sort of, when it shifts the diff over a little bit, it stuffs up the drag link length. So then it pushes the steering wheel out. So at this point, that side's 8 mil over and that one's 6.5 negative. So it's just, with the steering wheel right and straight at the moment, it's just turning a little bit right. So we'll just get it up and adjust that, and then I normally mark them and then take it around the block and just adjust it on the fly, sort of mark the drag link, so then I just do a quarter turn either way if it's sort of a little bit one way or the other.
Sounds good.
But yeah,
the marker lights. Nice. I've never actually seen the marker lights at night time. She's bright. How is it?
oh look, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Wonderful.
That is good to hear. Thank you very
Nothing
much.
rattles, nothing fell out. Good start.
That is very good. That's what we want to hear. Oh, we should probably pack up and let you go home because it's quite late.
It is very late.
Full drive show things.
Yeah.
All right, so we just left Treadworks, got home. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's been a big night. I mean, I can't thank Nathan enough for staying back and putting in a full day's work on a Friday after hours just to get this done, so we can get it to the full drive show of all the new parts and stuff in it. He didn't have to do it, but he's done it because he's just a top bloke. So thank you very much to Nathan and Treadworks and Brad and everything, because Brad stayed there the whole time. I think that actually helped us out a lot too, because it's a bit of a job doing a full new setup in the car, but I wasn't going to film till tomorrow morning because I'm tired, but I'm just too excited. That drive home, like just on the road, this car, oh man, it is, honestly, it's a completely different car. I can't describe the difference between what it was to what it is now, like without, like, just every single bump that I know on the way home, it used to like wiggle on the road and stuff, and you're sort of fighting it. It's just a handful. It's literally like hold your finger on the steering wheel over everything that I normally have to correct and everything like that. I can't believe it. Like, I suppose I've never owned this car with good suspension in it, like, ever. It's always been a bit flogged out, and that was, what we pulled out was pretty bad. Like, if you went for a roadworthy, you probably would have to do a full overhaul of the whole car. But now she's definitely up to scratch, and I just can't believe how good it just drives on the road. It is incredible, the difference. I'm so pumped. I knew it was going to be good. I just didn't know it was going to be that good. So, anyway, I'm going to go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and we'll start again then. Alright, so next day we're just at Brad's. So we're going to pick it up with the forklift and test out the flex and just make sure, see how we go with these bump stop extensions and stuff that I might have to put in. So let's see how it goes. Don't flip it. Oh wow. That's pretty good.
Is that shock bottoming out?
I'd say the shock's bottomed out and we are nowhere near the bump stop at all.
That tire's nowhere near anything.
I don't think the 33's hit anything.
Yeah. No, you're sweet.
So what's
That's like 85 mil. So I think you'd want to put like 90 mil extensions or even 100.
Which is 90 mil extensions is what comes in the kit to
Yeah.
replace your normal ones. So that's probably it then, really. So I need to space the chassis ones and to make something up to space it 90 mil. So yeah, I don't know if last night I mentioned it or not, but in the kit it's got like big chunky bump stop spacers for the bump stops that normally live inside the coils. But because we've got airbags inside the coils, we can't run that. So we're using the chassis bumps on the outside. But we're gonna pick the front up, see how she goes. Oh yeah, that's good. That's cool. That 33 is like basically under the body now.
Yeah.
That's heaps more than what it used to be.
I don't know what it was like. We
didn't-
We should have done a little measurement beforehand.
Yeah.
Let's just go put the old shocks back in.
Should have. But no, it didn't do that. So that's definitely got more. How are these coils going? Oh, see, that's loose now.
No shit.
Oh,
course it's gonna be
there is like,
You can borderline
there
pull
is
that out.
that much gap. You could just pull that out. Don't break me airline.
Well, fuck, now I can't get the bus. You good? Hang on. I'm going to try and line her up. Why did I do that for?
Yeah, so gonna have to do some coil retaining as well.
Well, I knew that wasn't that easy to get out
Nah,
either. So, but yeah, I think
you wouldn't want it to fall out though.
definitely coil retainers.
Yeah, this is sick. That is quite the gap in between the guards. But yeah, this is the bumps. Now we got a good view. This is the bump stop we got to extend. So it's just 2 bolts, and we just got to get a spacer and drop that down another 90 mil to match what comes in the kit already. So I think that's going to be fine though. That's impressive. Slight little bit of sway bar testing.
That's solid.
That is so solid.
That is
isn't
so
it?
good.
That is ridiculous.
I didn't think mine swayed that much. Then I drive this and it's got bugger all.
Yeah, there's like nothing going on.
Yeah. It just drives like a normal car.
Yeah. I had no idea that, yeah. I knew, like, obviously I knew, but I didn't think sway bars would make that much difference, like having upgraded ones, but it's hectic.
It is really good.
Like, there is pretty much
That
nothing.
is so good. It feels so like gripped up now.
Yeah.
Like you can hold a lot more speed into the corners without.
Yeah, it doesn't throw you around. It's like, it drives like an actual car. And it's 35 years old or 34 years old or whatever it is.
It's always good when you can have like, you know, lift and tyres and this and that, all like custom stuff, and have it drive like it would if it was standard height,
Yeah.
and that like you wouldn't even think this is lifted
No.
the way it drives. Like you hear people with like what 35s, 37s, and you're like, oh, that couldn't be that bad. And then you drive some people's cars, and like this thing is like dodgy.
Yeah.
But then you drive something like this or my car, it's like it actually handles mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So they've improved the handling of the vehicle like a crazy amount, made it heaps more safer, gained flex, and it's still legal. That's just all, there's no negatives.
Probably wonder why I didn't do it earlier.
I have no idea why I didn't do it earlier. I didn't realise how bad it was, to be honest.
It's pretty bad.
But this, yeah, I can't believe how good this drives. Like, especially, it's got no weight on it at the moment, but yeah, makes a big difference having good quality stuff under your car. Alright, so I've got the canopy on right now. Getting ready for the four-wheel drive show as we speak, which would have already happened by now. But that adds a heap of weight having this on the back. Like the rooftop tent and the awning alone, we've got over 100 kilos up high on the roof, which on a coiled car is not, it's never good. So, but with all the upgrades that we've done, like the Super Pro sway bars is a big one. Never thought about upgrading sway bars ever, but Brad's even talking about doing it now after he drove this because he was that blown away with it. So probably get some Super Pro sway bars in his car as well. And yeah, having the shocks, being able to adjust the shocks to suit the extra weight that we've got. You just stiffen them right up, makes a huge difference. And then when it's off, we can make it all soft again and make it all nice and spongy for all those big bumps while we're out four-wheel driving. But yeah, and the Super Pro Radius arms, I think, is just made a huge difference with just how it actually performs just driving straight down the road. It's absolutely incredible. Having your caster correct makes a massive difference once you lift the vehicle. And I'm excited for not for when I'm not excited about crashing it, but if we do crash into things, they're like literally double the weight and double the thickness, so they're never going to bend. So that's going to be great. The adjustable panhards from Whiteline, they're absolutely incredible too. So having the diff center with the vehicle as well is also helping it perform extremely well. I'm just absolutely stoked. This car was an absolute pig to drive before this, and now it's actually really, really, really nice, and I can't believe it. So we might even start taking it away on some longer trips now. Like, that's how good it is to drive. So I'm absolutely pumped. But if you want to get your hands on any of this gear, hit up the Fulcrum website. That's where you get all these products from. And yeah, it's absolutely awesome. I mean, I wouldn't run it if it wasn't any good. So put it that way. And a massive, massive shout out to Nathan from Treadworks for fitting this all like super late at night, getting it all done before the show. Because yeah, we're pretty tight time crunch right now. And yeah, I'm just keen to get it all out in the bush again. That's going to be awesome. Like I said, still got to sort out the bump stop extensions, but that's pretty basic for me to do, so that should be all right. And then we can go hit some big bumps and see how it goes out in the bush and get them all muddy and all dirty. So I'm keen as for that. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys there.